Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Polar Bear coming to you in the Polar Bear Sports Lair, starting this new channel. Mainly Giants news. I'm a Giants fan, so maybe next season we'll get into the Grizzlies. But as far as the Grizzlies are concerned from this past season, fuck you, Memphis Grizzlies. I couldn't even give you the breath, the time of day to even watch one minute of basketball. Today I'm going to be talking mainly about what's to expect this next season, what we're going to look forward to, and what the fuck went on last season. Last season felt like not a fever dream. It felt like a fucking nightmare. That's what it felt like. The 2025 season of the New York Giants was a dumpster fire. I don't know how else to even simplify it down more than that. You could write on little pieces of paper all shit that could go wrong and throw it in a bucket and pick one, and 10 out of 10 times it's everything went wrong. Yeah. Everything went wrong. Starting with at the beginning of last season, we drafted Abdul Carter. We traded back up in the first round, got Jackson Dart, which is our new franchise quarterback, and I think that Jackson Dart was one of the only bright spots of last season, as if you're also a Giants fan watching this video would more than likely agree.
So this next season will probably be a lot like last season, right?
If it does, I'm going to watch this video 365 days from now and want to... So we got Jackson Dart, got Abdul Carter, we got Cam Scatterboo. We had a pretty okay draft last year. Then we picked up Russell Wilson. Me personally, my father grew up as a Seattle Seahawks fan. So I grew up with, Russell Wilson is God, and after he went to the Broncos, then went to the Steelers, then we picked him up. I'm hoping that there's just a little bit of juice left in the tank. No, 0-3 to start the season. And Russell Wilson, he threw for 500 yards in that Cowboys game? Awesome. Sick. Malik Neighbors touchdowns, crazy highlights, and we started out 0-3. Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs. And that's when the buzz was going around, when are they going to start Jackson Dart? When is Jackson Dart going to come in? Everybody was flaming us because we're trotting out Russell Wilson. The fans were booing this man off the field. Jackson Dart comes in week 4. Kills the Chargers, a playoff contending team the year prior. Still an amazing team. I'm not going to sit here and say that Russell Wilson was the main reason. Hey, let's hey Shane Bowen, how you doing? How you doing? Motherfucker. Fuck Shane Bowen. I'm so glad to see him gone more than anything. The one thing that we did this offseason that I commend us the most was we finally cut ties from that no good defensive coordinator, Shane Bowen. So like I said, Jackson Dart comes in, flames the Chargers. We lose to the Saints. That was like that 5 turnover game. Just absolutely ridiculous. To me, that's a coaching thing. To me, when I see that, that means that we're not getting coached the right ways throughout the week. Shit happens, but we're and this is when we start blowing those fourth quarter leads. When you're sitting there like, oh man, we got this in the bag, and you walk away with 30 seconds left to go in the game, and you come back 5 minutes later from smoking a cigarette or whatever, and you lost. How the fuck, I'm not trying to relive last season. Lost to the Saints. Then we come back the next week and we destroy the Eagles. We absolutely destroy the Eagles. Cam Scatterboo running over everybody. That's when the big hype was going around. The Giants are this new, this team with this new breath in them with the new rookies, Cam Scatterboo and Jackson Dart, and we got Andrew Thomas. Killing, man. We got the pass rush killing it. Not Dexter Lawrence, but everybody else. Brian Burns, killing it. Abdul Carter having troubles coming into coming into meetings on time, getting suspended because he just wasn't caring. And to me, that's a coaching thing. To me, you got to light a fire under the motherfucker's ass. So you suspend him a couple times, and by mid-season, Brian Daboll gets fired or whatever, which we all knew was coming. But everybody was hoping that Joe Schoen would go with him. Why didn't Joe Schoen go with him? What is it about Joe Schoen that the Maras and the Tishes love so much? So much. Is this not the man that gave Daniel fucking Jones however much money? The worst contract of all time, letting say... Y'all know where I'm going with that. We lose pretty much the remaining of the schedule besides the last 2 games. The only 2 games that the Giants fans at least, were hoping, you know what, we take this far, man. It's 2 more weeks. We lose these last 2 weeks. We get the best draft pick. We get the number 1 overall draft pick. We know we're not going to try to choose number 1 overall. Fernando Mendoza's going, and he did go number 1 overall. You trade that pick, you get draft capital. You know how it goes. But no, we win the last 2 weeks and put ourselves in even a shittier position than we already were. Now, fast forward to this offseason. This is where things turn over for the better. We hired John Harbaugh. That was probably the best move of the offseason as a whole. And I mean, by far, just from looking at the notes here, I mean, by far, John Harbaugh, man, Super Bowl winning coach. He was in Baltimore for 16 years, 18 years, something like that. Crazy. Just an overall winning coach, winning attitude, winning personality. He's got the drive. He holds his players accountable. He has a certain player type. He likes strong, tough, dependable, stable players. Now, we got a second-year Jackson Dart coming in. We got a hopefully healthy Malik Neighbors. We got a hopefully healthy Cam Skattebo. I don't want to get overly optimistic about these players coming back from these injuries. I have high hopes for these players. I think that, if you spend nothing but your time working on your body like that, going through physical therapy, dealing with the best doctors in the business, then you have the best chance to have a full recovery. It's very, very seldom, in my eyes, does a player come back from an ACL injury like that, like Malik had, or the injury that Cam Skattebo had. I mean, his fucking ankle was pointing that way. Like, that shit still gives me the chills, man. Shout out Cam, man. You get to the draft. We draft Arvell Reese, drafted Francis Mauigoa first round. I would have preferred Caleb Downs, as 99% of other people would have. And I honestly, we passed up on Sonny Styles and Caleb Downs. Arvell Reese was mainly an edge rusher, was he not? I mean, he wasn't just a off-ball linebacker at Ohio State. He was an edge rusher. That's where you watch Arvell Reese highlights. Tell me that 8 out of 10 of the highlights are not him rushing the quarterback. We already have Brian Burns. We already have Kayvon Thibodeau still. We already have Abdul Carter. I mean, what, you're going to get 4 edges? And you still got Chauncey Golston, don't you? I mean, so what? I see a lot of people saying NASCAR 2.0. Like, we can't say that this is going to be NASCAR 2.0. That was a Super Bowl winning defense, and I just don't want to. I don't want to put that pressure on these young cats. They're trying to do the best they can either way. We also drafted Malachi Fields, which I really like. Strong hand, dependable receiver. Didn't have didn't have too much production, like didn't have crazy numbers, but that's because the Notre Dame offense was mainly a running offense with Jeremiah Love, and you know you're getting a running back putting up that much production. I mean, wow, don't fix it if it's not broken, you know. So we free agency wise though, we picked up Isaiah Likely, picked up Tremaine Edmonds, Greg Newsome, re-signed Jermaine Illuminor. I mean, we're doing good this offseason. We did get rid of Dexter Lawrence, as we all know. So there needs to be a replacement there. But I think they're here within the next couple of days. They're gonna talk to is it Shelby Harris, or it's one of those D tackles that's available right now. I think it's Shelby Harris. I could be mistaken. Besides that, man, there's many things to look forward to this season. I'm paying attention to Jackson Dart's year 2 sophomore season. Is it going to be a slump, or is it going to be something that we all hope and think is going to happen? Because I put my money that Jackson Dart has a phenomenal year. I mean, absolutely ridiculous year, I feel. But that could just be me, man. I guess I'm going to end that right here. I still had a couple more points, but I feel like we're running a little long here. So we'll end this here, man. This is Polar Bear coming to you from the Polar Bear Sports Lair. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. And, yeah, see y'all next time.